Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be teaching you guys how to level up solo. So let's get right into it. Alright, just a quick disclaimer, some of these methods do require other people, but none of them require you to know them or talk to them or anything like that. Okay, so the first tip is war mode. Now if you want to go to click M, go to villages, and you see right here is war mode. You just teleport to it. Now what you do in war mode is you have to protect a building in the middle, and waves of NPCs come and try to destroy the building. Now every 5 waves a boss will spawn, and then you just have to kill the boss and survive and survive and survive. Now there's a rare chance that the 10-tailed beast will spawn as a boss, and then there's an even smaller chance that once you kill the boss, you'll get the scroll. Now, that's the only way to get the 10-tailed beast, is to enter war mode and to kill the boss and get the scroll. It's quite rare. Alright, now, if you're already doing war mode and you're just trying to get the 10-tailed beast, or if you want to get the 10-tailed beast, what I suggest you do is prestige before you enter war mode, so you will just gain XP while you're trying to get the 10-tailed beast. It's 2 birds, 1 stone. Now, the only downside to the war mode method is you have to have good Genkai and you have to have good game knowledge. So, if you just started and joined the game, this is not a good method for you. Alright, now if you did just join the game, you want to do these green skull quests. The green skull quests are the only quests you should be doing, but sometimes it might be pretty good to use the red skull quests. Now if you want to learn more about that, you can watch the video that I made about how to get a companion. It'll be on the top right hand side right now. Okay, now let's say you just run the game and you keep on dying whenever you do quests. In the description, there'll be a link to download an auto clicker. What I suggest you do is just auto clicker training logs, and then once you're high enough level to do those quests. Training logs are a horrible method for XP. They're honestly one of the worst methods for XP. So I do not suggest you doing that unless you absolutely need to level up easily to do anything. Okay, now another method I have is AFK partying. Now, you want to join a public lobby, and then you want to join a party, and then they'll do quests, and then whenever you're in a quest and someone does whenever you're in a party, and someone does a quest, you'll get a portion of that XP. Now, this method is not reliable at all, and it's just not something you should AFK overnight. But for example, you have to go eat dinner, or you have Roblox in the background. It's a pretty easy way to get free XP, but you will have to check up on it every once in a while to make sure the person hasn't left your party, or that they're doing quests and not doing a different one. Okay, so that method I don't suggest, but if you need to, it is free XP. Now let's get into the Tiny Task portion of this video. Now, if you don't know what Tiny Task is, it's a software that is really helpful in a lot of games, and it lets you just AFK. It's not a hack or anything, so don't worry about that. If you want to download it, it'll be in the description below. Now, let me teach you guys how to set up Tiny Task like I do. So first, you want to go to Preferences. Make sure play speed is at 1 times, make sure continuous playback is activated, and for recording hotkey and playback hotkey, for Roblox, don't have it print screen or F12. F12 starts recording in Roblox and print screen takes a screenshot. So if you're using this method a lot, you're just going to waste a whole bunch of space on your PC worth of screenshots and recordings from Roblox. So I suggest you only use F8 and this Control-Shift-Alt-P and Control-Shift-Alt-R. Now, right now, I have F8 as my recording hotkey, so if I say do F8, I mean start recording. Now, there are 3 methods total for the Tiny Task leveling method. The first does not require a Jin, the other 2 do require a Jin. So, let's talk about the one that does not require a Jin. Now, what I suggest you do is you can, if you're level 400, buy these triple bladed claws, because they're very useful, because every press Q, you get a whole bunch of XP because you would tag a bunch. This is not a necessity at all, it just helps your leveling. So what you want to do is start the recording and use ninjutsu or genkai that attack a bunch all at once. So as you can see, these all attack multiple times. Oh. There it is, I think that was just a bit of lag. And as you can see, I'm getting quite a bit of XP. and it's just a really useful way to just get some free XP, and it's just good to AFK if you don't have any gen or anything. Now the only downside of this is you waste a lot of time. Now what you want to do is use your moves, and once you feel like you've used enough moves, charge your chakra to full, and you have to wait till every cooldown is back to 0. Or if you keep on doing this over and over again, whenever you press a button, it'll be on cooldown and it won't work. Now you don't have to wait till all of them are on cooldown necessarily, but I do suggest that, so you make sure nothing messes up. Now you want to end the recording, and then if you start the recording, you can just, I'm not touching my keyboard at all right now, and this is just free XP, so it's just it's a very useful way. Okay, now let's get into the Jin portion of the video. This requires you to have a Jin, but it can be any level. So this can be a level 0 Jin. It's good if your Jin Z move is an auto aim, but not a necessity. Now so right now I'm just gonna use my 9 tails. You can use any tailed beast you want, and the only thing you need to do is make sure you do not have a melee weapon. Now you want to start the recording, enable your mode, and then your Jin, press Q, and then press Z, and then disable your Jin. Now do not end the recording yet. The only reason you have to disable your Jin is so your MD goes back to full. Now you want to wait until the cooldowns right here reach to about 2 or 3 seconds left, and then you want to end the recording. Now make sure not to move your mouse like I'm doing, because you'll keep on moving your mouse every single time you record, and you'll eventually maybe or even slowly just walk away. So whenever you're sleeping, it won't work. So right now, not touching my keyboard at all, and as you can see, my Jin goes, and you see I'm getting XP. This is not the fastest way to get XP, but it's very good if you want to level up your Jin overnight. Alright, I stopped the recording. So, this method is good to level up your Jin and Genkai. If you want to level up your XP, like your level, then you want to use the method beforehand with Ninjutsu and Genkai. But this final method is it's just an overpowered method. It's good for XP. It's almost as good as doing quests, and it's just so OP, and it requires very little things, but it does require a bit of time to set up. The only thing you need is a Jin that's relatively high level. Now it has to be a high enough level so whenever you transform into the form, it screams. So as you can see, my tail is see-through right now, and once I enter the form, it'll scream, and I don't have my tail see-through anymore. This is what you want to do. So make sure to start the recording not having your Jin activated. Start the recording, activate your Jin, and just keep on going to that form over and over again. Just keep on going, and as you can see, I'm screaming, I'm getting XP, and every once in a while, I'm press Q. Press Q once Q is on cooldown, then just keep on going. And you want to keep on doing this until your MD reaches all the way down to 0, and make sure you're recording this entire time. So now, I'm going to fast forward this, so I'll see you once my MD reaches 0. So see you. Okay, that took way too long, but I'm back, guys. Okay, so now make sure you were still recording, by the way. Halfway through it, I kept on pressing Z, so yeah, you can, I didn't think about that. Yeah, so you can keep on, doing Z every once in a while if it gives you a little XP. So you just want to keep on waiting. Dude, my fingers hurt from doing that. So you want to keep on waiting until the MD goes all the way up, and then you want to stop the recording and make sure you save this, so you don't have to do this again. I'll teach you guys how to save that in a quick sec. So you just want to wait till it goes up. Now, make sure, do not mess this up. Whenever recording, never touch WASD or your mouse, because if you do touch your mouse, you'll just slowly start moving over and over, and it'll just keep on adding up till you're facing the complete wrong direction. Now, for something like this, it's an AoE move, doesn't matter, but especially for the Genkai one, it does. There we go. So now I stopped the recording, and now I can go over to here, and I can go to save. Then I can I can call it like Shinobi Life 2 AFK farm, AFK farming, save it, and then here we go. Now, let's say I close Tiny Task, and let's say I come back a day later, and let's say I want to AFK again. I open up Tiny Task, I click open, and then I click show my life to AFK farming, click open, and now if I click play, right now it'll automatically work. So you don't have to do this once. Alright, so hope this video helped you. That is all the methods I have. If you guys know any better methods, feel free to tell me down in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave a like and tell me if you have any video ideas. If you did not like this video, please leave me a dislike and tell me what I did wrong. And as always, everyone, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.